Yeah, so today's, I think it's episode 4 or 5, Future Wicso. So last part ended in a sad story. I got an argument with my dad about eat your food and shit. Sorry for that, guys. I did not plan for that to happen. I just did not plan for that. I did not plan for that to happen. I did not expect it. So yeah, Future Wicso, episode 4, part 2. Here we go. Let's start, boys. So, yes. Wait, let's wait. Well, hurry up, guys.
It's because they need a way bigger tank with all the right stuff inside. So I got out a new tank and filled it with 100 pounds of sand. We gotta do this.
Yeah, there's also many Mexican kingdoms. There's many Mexican tribes by now.
I started to use these sort of thin sticks and use a hot glue gun to hang them from the top of the enclosure. You see, these piranhas that I bought are red-bellied piranhas, which are supposedly the most vicious species, and they live in the Amazon River where there's all these roots and stuff hanging in the water. So that's what I'm trying to recreate in here with this. Anyways, next up, it was time to use...
So yeah, there's also this massive Mexican empire that dominates. This is the Mexican empire that dominates the most. There's these guys. Yeah. There's also these guys. So yeah.
First of all, you guessed it, just some more wood randomly scattered around, but then some rocks.
So yeah, let's add the colors of these places.
Pebbles like this, which I dropped around the enclosure, and some even tinier little pebbles, which I also dropped around the enclosure, which makes the sand across the whole thing look a little more realistic. Well, I'd say this is a pretty good start to the base of the tank, but now it's time for the fun part. Let's go get some aquatic plants for this.
Oh my god, bro, what the hell's going on?
Aquatic plant section's looking a little lousy today. Pretty much all these plants are like dead. Bro, no way I'm paying $10 for a dead stick with a little leaf. But let's buy all the ones here.
So yeah.
So I picked out all the good plants.
There's California and you. There's California, Texas, and well, I guess that's not going good. There's California, Texas, Texas, Texas. So here we go. Let's go. Bro, hurry up. Bro, I'm raging so hard. And there's these 3 random places. I think one of them is in Nevada or something. Bro, is my butthole whistling? Bro, is bro whistling? Yeah, there's the big Mexican boy. There's this light red country up here in the north. Bro, guys, we do not have time for this. So, there's a lot of these tribes, they aren't strong enough to survive for long. So most of them actually just disappear. Like, there's gonna be a massive country here. These two actually stay separated. This guy actually joins this. This guy gets split up with both these guys. With you taking this, as these guys are not strong enough, and yeah, many of these tribes die naturally. All these 3 unite together, and these 2 just unite. So yeah, after that, this happens, and then it joins California, as California is pretty strong. Yeah, that happens. Yo, bro, skinny. Bro, what the fuck is Dad watching? What is this shit Dad watching?
So I attached that to the side of the tank with some glue, and then it was done. And now the next technology is these 2 water pumps and some bubble walls.
So there's... Oh my god, bro, how much more do I gotta do? So yeah, finally there's this guy. There is there's that guy. There's that guy. There is that guy. There is you. There is you. There is you. And you.
And yeah, I just think it'd be funny if I maybe tested the piranhas to see if they try to eat it or something. Anyways, this tank is now complete. And speaking of the piranhas, it's time to get them inside. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to not get bit here. Oh no.
Wait.
So I grabbed the temporary tank they were in and brought it over to their new home so I could scoop them out.
And this guy is actually gonna die early on. So yeah. Okay, just kidding. They actually survived. They're pretty resilient. With their military being much stronger, in fact, but they're still weak. Newfoundland exists. These two are a little similar, so let's just slap this. So yeah, this is where North America comes. South America actually also has its own things, as South America has many civilizations like the Incas and you know.
Which kind of made a mess, but yeah, they were loving it. Oh my gosh, do you see that? They're all gathering around a little area where I just put it in. So now that they were ready, I dropped in.
So Brazil has already explored a bunch of land while I was doing all that stuff, you know. Brazil has already discovered many tropical places, explored very deep into the Amazon. There are civilizations by here. There's like the Incas. There's the Incas. There's these guys. There's these guys. These guys. They all take over stuff, you know. As this is a hub for nature. But Patagonia doesn't have many people, so yeah.
Some of them. I guess these piranhas just don't really like insects, so that's why I'm gonna rapid fire the next two off. Here you can see I've got salmon and ground beef.
Yeah, you really thought that shit was gonna happen? Yeah, no. Actually, most of these guys don't even get to make that far.
I accidentally dropped it into the sand where all the rest of the piranhas came swimming up. They huddle around it like a pack of hyenas and start to actually take little chunks out of the piece for them to eat.
So yeah, it's because the Amazon exists, you know. Amazon isn't the most habitable place for humans. It's teeming with life, but that life is not human life. You know. The civilizations of here actually just live by these islands, in fact. These are more, like, less subtropical. They're way more for humans, though. Let's say that. And this is all the land that South America has done. So Brazil actually does a lot. As Brazil invades this, there's a massive Uruguayan empire. Paraguay exists. Oh shit, there's the Uruguayan Empire, there's Brazil. There's Brazil, there's northern guy. There's this northern Argentina.
Turn into a frog is one of the most interesting processes in all of nature. And in this video, I'm going to spend the next 50 days of my life raising 20 tadpoles into an army of frogs. It wasn't an easy process.
So yeah, there's also Chile, which is a very strong empire.
Journey of raising tiny tadpoles into fully grown frogs. It all all started on day one, where I was waiting for the tadpoles.
Chile wasn't that long.
I got out a glass tank and a bunch of supplies. You see, at first, the tadpoles are going to need to be fully aquatic in order to raise them.
Chile was actually very fat at this point, and not that. And yeah, there was this southern Chile, this northern civilization. There's this guy.
Hey, check this out. That looks pretty good. And I've got some fun plans for when I add the tadpoles in here. But anyways,
There's this guy.
delivered here tomorrow. So I guess just cut to that. Okay, just woke up.
There's this skinny guy.
There's a package here, and I'm not even sure if this is the right package. But
So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of changes.
and after unboxing it, I got my first
Are we for real, bro?
tadpoles. And to my
Are we for real, man?
look very normal. They were
Bro, what do we gotta do this, man?
very large. You see, when I bought them, I
Why
actually
are
got
you
a 20-pack of mystery tadpoles, meaning that once they grow up,
Why are you whispering, man?
any species in the
Bro!
Oh man, I really hope we got one of those rare species. But for now, one by one, I put each of the tadpoles into their new enclosure, and immediately they started to explore all around and even interact with each other. But I guess this was their first time being kept in a glass enclosure because this guy didn't really know how it worked.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Yeah, I think
pretty cool, I guess.
well, that's all there was.
Brazil expanded a lot. They're becoming a massive empire. Uruguay is a big empire.
Shoot, bro, I'm starting to get worried. Look at the tadpoles. Almost none of them are even moving. They're all just like.
Argentina has a pretty color that pretty much fits very well with Argentina. Light blue fits very well with Argentina, in fact.
About how the problem might get fixed from adding in an air pump. So I immediately got one of those out and hooked it up in the water and turned
What the hell,
As
bro?
you can see, it makes a bunch of bubbles, which apparently spreads
Purple
oxygen
is
around the water, but
Uruguay.
even after adding this in, the problem
Red,
is here with the
red
tadpoles.
is Chile.
Okay, I've got to
Chile.
make sure these guys are all right. So as you can see,
There's
I got a
these
little
yellow
bottle of
guys
tadpoles.
and these
That's
green
my version
guys.
stuff, so I'm really
South America really likes neon colors.
idea this better work. So I dropped in a couple of the pellets, and literally like magic, the tadpoles
Like
are
magic,
immediately started to move. They must have picked up the
this
scent.
happens.
I
Yeah.
even put a ton of them
These
in there,
guys are
and
way
they basically all
less
just turned into food
like
eating
this.
machines. I mean, look at all of them. The problem of them
They're
not
way
moving
more or
happened.
less,
And
you
even
know.
better news, I noticed that they had these tiny little legs starting to grow. This is a great sign, and it means as they grow bigger, arms will start to develop under the skin, and soon we'll have a full frog that can eat insects. Anyways, that's all there was to day
So yeah, there's this small kingdom right here. Its capital is in one of these islands. There's this.
This obviously wasn't a good sign. So to fix the issue, I got out this filter to, filter the bad stuff out of the water. Thankfully, after setting it up, it cleared the water.
Yeah.
And the tadpoles were all fine. So I continued to feed them their tadpole pellets, but that was until day 8. To this day, pretty much
The-
tadpole looks super healthy and
the-
great. But to my surprise,
Huh?
over across the tank on top of a rock.
What the fuck is going on? I know the New World has been done a lot. Has been doing some things recently. Germany and what the hell say Germany? Europe has been exploring Russia lately. With the Caspian's help, they are able to they are able to do a bunch of stuff. And they have explored quite well as the world's very warm. And these lands are barely colder than anywhere there. So yeah, they explore easily these areas. There's gonna be some tropical islands up here in the north. There's some big tropical islands. There is these guys. We find that. Britain actually explores a lot and lands in the very first places of Iceland. And yeah. But in a while, there's gonna be a chain reaction. The isthmus of Greenland and Iceland break as a massive tsunami invades here, and the tsunami is just big enough to destroy all of this. Many land animals don't get to live, and way before Britain even gets here, I mean, yeah. So I guess the Americas are safe from colonization.
They would literally just be swimming around the water while having an end of a bloodworm stick
But
out of
it's not far, so I think colonization will still happen, but it's less impactful.
I would want to eat a bloodworm. But while they were eating, I actually noticed
Iceland is fully explored, and the Brits did saw tsunami, but whatever.
develop a little bit of a pattern.
But yeah, the mountains here still exist.
Bro, this is so good.
So yeah.
Frogs are not this yellow color, so you could actually be getting a really rare species of frog. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. Anyways, a few days later on day 11, the colors of the sky became even more vibrant, and there was some super good news. But look, you see that right there?
Yup. Yup. Yeah, Anatolia or Turkey gets fully explored. There's gonna be Jerusalem here. Saudis. There's gonna be civilizations by the coasts.
So without wasting time, I got out a new 20-gallon tank and a few different types of supplies to make a new home. Obviously, with the second enclosure, I have a water area where the tadpoles can swim around and do their thing. But along with that, we're also going to have a land area so that when the tadpoles have their arms pop out, they can start looking for insects on it. It's very cool to watch. For the build, I started by putting a wall of rocks along the middle and connecting it with some water stakes.
Yeah, there's gonna be this. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The first tank with some soil, sand, and a whole bunch
Arabia is explored mostly. There's gonna be some patches left. Some people were just lazy and didn't really care.
the second enclosure to be finished. All right, check it out. It looks
As Arabia is still very much being explored.
that one frog in here with his arms pop out. So
Arabia is very much still exploring.
days until that frog
Still being explored.
pop out, and by day 15, even
And yeah, southern Iran,
this guy's basically
Yeah, this exists, so yeah.
survive out of the water
The Mongols, Chinese, southern Chinese.
into his new home. Immediately after
Yeah, go through here.
the water portion of it for a few hours, you see at this point they have very small
The mountains are also moved way more north, so yeah. The mountains have moved all the way here and here.
each portion of the enclosure
So yeah, like right here.
poking out of the water. He was about to take his very first steps onto land, and once these frogs actually do go on land, I'll be able to figure out what species they are.
Yeah,
feed them
and let's
insects, which is gonna
continue.
be really cool to watch.
These guys continue,
Limited edition merch collection just for this video. We've got a hoodie, stickers, and even a
but there's still a massive thing.
selling out pretty quick.
These two are not touching, bro. These two are not touching.
Because obviously they're sold out, you can't buy it. We just have so much cool stuff, a bunch of different pets for my channel, and yeah, just check out the website. There's tons of stuff there.
Yeah, these guys explore each other, yada yada, this stuff.
The little froglet slowly
Yup. Americas are always seeing a bunch of little tribes, there's way more countries.
seeing it was safe,
Africa is splitting.
and now
These empires are getting way smaller.
for the very first time.
As all of North Africa gets explored, not colonized, explored, the coasts are seen around. It's probably because Germany is kind of big and kind of expansionist, so Europe's focusing on these guys. So colonialism isn't their priority right now.
Basically burying himself under the dirt. Obviously, this guy's got cool yellow and orange pattern on his back, and that makes me think this is a
And Africa is being explored very much.
Basically, pattern frogs do this because they wait for an insect to walk above them while they're in the dirt, and when that does happen, it jumps out. And
Yeah,
it's cool, and I'm about to show this guy doing it.
yeah.
On day 16, I scooped the biggest tadpoles out the old tank and put them into the new one so that they would be able to walk once their arms popped.
Yeah, these guys are not gonna get here.
I came back 2 weeks later on day 20,
It's cause
and now there was a total of 3 frogs.
yeah, there's gonna be some stuff.
Another yellow one,
And yeah, there's gonna be all
all sorts of colors from
this coast, these coasts explored.
I noticed the 2 yellow frogs were chilling in the dirt with each other. Alright, I really want to
So yeah, there's gonna be Chad exploding. As there's gonna be yeah, there's gonna be many kingdoms and stuff like that,
near and sometimes even on
many little tribes, little tribes, little court, little tribes, little courts. kutu kutu kutuka. There's gonna be a Liberia. There's gonna be a beautiful Liberia. A beautiful Liberia. Guinea. 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 Senegal. There's a little Senegal. Senegal. There's a little guy here. Oh, little guy here. Oh, little Sierra Leone. With a Sierra Leone. With a little Sierra Leone.
And it seemed like the frog on the left was pretty jealous. Yeah, he just kept like licking the frog on the right. I don't really know why. At this point, the main goal is
Yeah, there's a little guy. There's a little guy here. There's a little guy. Little country here. There's little country here. Little country here. There's a little country here. There's a little one here. There's a little one here. And there's a little one here. 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 So yeah, and what happens to these guys? They split up. Yeah, the these guineas do not get along very well.
Alright, check it out. Some of the enclosures are ready for the froglets to be put inside. And I probably will have to build bigger enclosures as the frogs grow up because they get to be pretty big, but these should last for, at least a few months. So this is good.
So yeah, let me just continue. There's the guinea bees house. There's little one here. There's a little one here. Senegal. There's a little guy here. There's a little guy here. There's a little guy here. And yes, it's a little guy here, little guy here.
All the frogs buried themselves in the dirt, and I dropped a few crickets inside so they could eat. By day 62,
so yes, there's a little guy here, little guy here, little guy here.
Them all into their new homes. There was a total of 15 Pac-Man frogs. And you're probably wondering, what do I do with all these frogs now? Well, I guess the only thing I can do is continue to feed them crickets and make sure they
and this little guy here gets split up.
Make sure to subscribe because I might make an update video on them when they get that huge. But don't leave yet, guys. Like I said earlier in the video, there's a whole
so yes, there's little guy here, little guy here. Oh, there's little guy here. There's that. Bro, I gotta change your color, man. Man, I gotta change your color, bro. What the fuck?
Come on now, let's get this in my car. Guys, we just bought this tank from someone who said he didn't want it anymore. And apparently there's a live turtle inside. But I haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, we gotta get this thing going quick. Yeah. Wait. Stop. Man, there's something in there. Wait, do you see that? And after taking a closer look, you can see the turtle was right there, chilling under a piece of wood. So we took off the lid.
So yeah, it's kind of annoying.
We don't have a place to put it. We might as well just keep it in there. I guess we're not super far from home. Looks alright. Just put them back in here.
So this guy right here does not last long, as he has one problem. This little country has one problem.
What species is this? I don't think I've ever seen this. It has like orange on it. Hold on, I guess let me just put this into my temporary tank. I have an idea of how to figure out what species this is. So I opened up an AI app on my phone to take a picture of the turtle and ask.
So yeah, Africa is much cooler now.
Central American wood turtle, and even gave me some facts about it. But at the very bottom, it said that it had the special ability to stomp on the ground to make worms rise to the surface. Wait, that is actually so cool. I'm gonna 100% test that later in this video. Look, it says it wants 50% water, 50% land for its setup. That's what I'm I'm going to be turning this thing into. Now, of course, I have to drain the dirty water out of it.
Bro, this is so boring.
Decorations and sand from the previous one. All right, this is much better. And now to start, I'm going to put in this bigger rock back.
Yeah, this red country is much cooler and much better borders. The Mali Empire is just gigantic. It's naturally gigantic.
Now, continuing with the rocking, I'm going to take some of these rocks and lay them down across the entire enclosure, which will basically separate the land and water areas. Since the water's going to be on the side closest to the front, we want to get some spray foam and block up all the little holes and gaps along the rocks. And before it's able to dry, I covered it
Yeah,
in
yep.
to hide the exposed foam.
You are kind of annoying, so I'm just gonna do that to
Yeah,
you,
you heard that right. So I started stacking rocks
and do that to you.
the hill where the waterfall will flow from. Now, you might expect to make the waterfall work, it'll be complex, but all you need in reality is this little water pump thing. Basically, you just put
This is boring.
corner and surround the extra space around it with some filter floss, which will make the waterfall also turn into a filter to keep the water clean. Then I lined some tubing from the pump up along the side of the hill. That way it was barely poking out the top of the rocks. And you see, I actually did try to do a waterfall in a video.
Yeah, this Mali Empire is not lasting long,
Hopefully that doesn't happen here. Well, I really hope I set up
as Mali loses a bunch of land.
So I did that, plugged in the pump, and waited for it to start. Why is nothing happening? It should be going. Is it broken? Oh, it just went for a second. Wait, what? What's going on?
So yep, the Mali Empire has massive influence, but its influence is kinda stagnating.
Thankfully, I was able to change a setting on the pump to make it less extreme, which made it a lot more calm and into a beautiful flowing waterfall. So finally, I glued a little bit of rocks along the top of the pump
So yeah.
and drained out the dirty water. Well, thankfully, I got the waterfall working, so now it's time to finish up the floor and
So yeah, last things on these
land
countries or tribesmen or whatever.
This mica should absorb it, keeping the land nice and dry. Next, I cut out some window screen matching the exact dimensions of the land, and then put the dirt substrate on top of it. But this land area is looking pretty boring, so let's get the basics like some small rocks and wood inside.
Yeah, Mali also splits into a bunch of countries.
Just a matter of a couple days, the entire coast should be taken over by the rocks. Pretty cool. And finally, I put some of these branches on the wall to fill in the empty spot at the top of the enclosure. Alright,
Yeah,
my favorite part is this little area I made under the waterfall. As you can see, it's nice and cozy in there, and the tails are there to set up in there. And then I've come to the water area, which is a
whoa, chicken banana, are we kidding?
and after getting a ton of that in,
Are you for real, Mom?
against the edge of the rock, so it faded that rock texture into the sand texture. And finally, you can't forget more
I
rock.
can't.
Pretty much this entire riverbed.
Bro, I literally cannot.
Alright, the base of the tank is now complete, and after filling it with water, it looks even better, with of course the beautiful waterfall now flowing. But if you're an avid peregriner, you already know what the next step is. Let's get some plants, baby. First of all, I went to Walmart, of course, which thankfully had just restocked their land plant section, so I could get some good deals on those. But I also needed aquatic plants, which I could only get at the pet stores, so I bought a few of those as well. After getting home, I got
So yeah, this is not gonna end. These African countries are literally my nightmare. If I had to give the names,
definitely brought the whole thing to life a little bit more. And now the final step to finishing this enclosure is the
so yeah, if I had to give the names, I would beat your ass. Yeah, bro, I am not individually naming every single one of these dumbasses, bro. The only square border in Africa in here is this, which is unknown.
And would eat any mold that grows in that moist dirt in the enclosure. Oh yes, I'm happy to have these in stock. Let's buy these too. When I got home, I first let the little springtails loose, and they all scurried around in their own directions and took cover amongst all the dirt and leaves. But oh, now
There's also these weird ass stuff. These are just religion and the friggin' I don't know. Yeah, Africa is very peaceful right now. Africa's one of the most peaceful continents right now, actually. Europe's in not a good state. There's gonna be a war. There's gonna be a mini war. World War Zero is happening in it. It's gonna happen in Europe. World War Zero. World War Zero is gonna happen soon.
well, this place is now 100% complete and definitely is a big improvement trash. I bought it, and I'd say the enclosure is ready for the turtle. Let's get it in.
Oh, buddy, I got a big surprise for you. You know, I've kept you in this temporary tank for a day, boy, but it was worth it. Just look at what I just built for you. There you go, boy. Welcome to your new home.
Right away, the turtle climbed up.
There's this enclave. There's the reason of this enclave is that some of these guys from the capital, which is somewhere around here, went all the way here and literally forgot. So they ended up here and just they didn't matter, and they gone back, and yeah.
These are the normal foods you feed your turtle. Nothing crazy, but they provide some alright nutrients. Right away, he picked up
Oh yeah. Also, I'm not doing all this shit. This shit not gonna be done all. This shit's not gonna be done completely.
and he doesn't really have a good reaction time.
Okay, yeah, he definitely likes those, but next up, I've got a little cricket Galston calcium complex, which I'm just gonna go.
These are just completely isolated people.
There you go.
There's only a couple of sections when there's a thousand, couple thousand, or hundreds of tribes. There's empires. Actual empires that are not just smaller, small little tribes, small little peeps. Yeah, a lot of these places are just not getting people because they're just unknown. Like, bro, most of Africa is literally unknown. Like, this lake's unknown, this lake's unknown. I mean, Chad, yeah, bro. Chad is the Chad. But there's one problem with Chad.
He would just end up letting go. I guess his bite wasn't strong enough to cut off the carrot, so I cut a little piece off myself and put it in front of him. He then bit it.
Yeah, bro, most of Africa isn't even explored.
Spat it back out. He's just like me, leaving his vegetables on the plate as he swam away.
Alright, now let's do some more. Before I test that thing with
Most of Africa isn't even explored, in fact.
some of these bloodworms.
Now you may already know this, but bloodworms come in these little packets and are frozen. But when they're put in water, they start to thaw out and scatter worms all over the place. So I waved them around in front of him like everything else, and immediately he snapped at it and basically ate them whole. Out of everything I had fed him so far, it seemed like he was enjoying this the most. So it was time to upgrade them with some giant.
Yeah, let's take a break from Africa and let's go here.
Land area to hide in.
One thing,
Worm and waited around.
the Chads don't disappear. The Chads never fall.
He kind of just stood there.
Anyways,
The worms to come up. I even waited.
somewhere in Jerusalem, there is two people. There are two people, there are two people, It's called Palestine, and no. There's Jerusalem
With it to eat the whole
and Palestine.
You see, normally
Jerusalem.
supposed to be this. Stomp on
Yeah, Jerusalem. Yay! I'm not gonna be killed. Yay! I'm gonna survive and eat for food. Yay! The Jerusalemians, bro. What the fuck, bro? They have this. They have this.
which I think turned out really good.
And there's gonna be a shared kingdom between Jews.
So we made that.
Jews.
Now available on my store, and I think the design turned out so cool. Super.
There's gonna be a shared kingdom with Jews and
This is the top link.
Muslims,
I know some of you guys
Islamics, Islam or Muslim.
watch the video. You just scan that. Okay, anyway.
There's and the moral of the story: Israel and Palestine will live together.
Today, I found a
Both live together in the same place, same house. They have the same amount of freedom. Nothing is different about those two. Why am I painting in basically Israel? It's because the lines are gonna be Palestine.
apparently the seller's uncle gave it to him.
Palestine. So yeah. Let's grab my little boy, or let's go all the way, and let's go in a story to Jerusalem.
With the axolotl for $5.
Okay, I just got this in my car, and we gotta take this home to see if the axolotl inside is gonna be able to survive.
Yeah.
It's okay, because if it is, I'm gonna completely revamp this home into a dream.
So yeah, there's both. So yeah, you can now no longer argue with me. Europe is dealing with something fearsome. The country of Xin. Xin. The country of Xin. Xin, from all people, are landlocked. I mean, that's pretty normal for Europe. I mean, just Swiss, that they're landlocked. There's massive Hungary. There's Czechoslovakia. There's Poland. There's Shin. Yeah, these guys are the one of our countries of Europe, which are a lot of countries, you say. Britain doesn't have a coastline here, bro. Doggerland. Britain, basic. Doggerland is, yeah, this is, weird. Doggerland lost land. Doggerland needs to control this. Doggerland needs to control British land. Yeah. So yeah, just the micro state of Bosco. The micro state of Bosco is yeah. So Poland is going to go on the conquest of Poland. Dun 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 dun. Poland conquers in Germany, Russia feels. Actually, Germany's actually doing really good. So yeah. But Poland has one of the best explorers of Europe and makes a great empire. And has one of the best explorers of Europe. So Poland starts to explore Landa. Poland explores Landa. And Poland surrounds Germany. Kind of sus, not gonna lie. And yeah, Poland also expands a lot. Yeah, yeah. There's the Greeks. They meet up with the Greeks. The Polish are also controlling all the people who live here, right? They're making them they establishing their land, After a while, this establishing, they go into modern day Russian land as Ukraine is taken. Yeah.
So I'm gonna build a custom little cave on the right side.
Yeah, so
this basket in my house.
Yeah, there's gonna be this. There's gonna be the most biggest empire on Earth. Imagine having the biggest empire on Earth, and it takes literal decades. It takes so long. It takes literal decades to take all this land. And now Poland is going to now establish the country, which is going to be, there's not many people living here actually. So Poland does establish easily, but there's some people, there's some ethnicities. But yeah, Poland builds the biggest empire of humankind. Humanity's biggest empire, made by Poland. Yeah, Poland can't take all of this land. They're gonna collapse in 3 days. But they're able to take a good amount of land. Yeah, so Poland's gonna be also change a lot. It's not gonna be this. Poland's gonna not actually get this. As it's just impossible. And that's normal, All empires can't get all the land at once. I was gonna give them this, but if they can't keep this, why would they get this? So Poland has already expanded as much as it can. If they expand more, they're gonna explode. So yeah. So yeah, Poland officially established the Polish Commonwealth without Lithuania. Doesn't feel right. It does not feel right at all. Should the Polish be conquering this much land? No, they should not. They're probably gonna collapse in 3 seconds like Nazi Germany did. Nazi. N-A-S-I. Germany. Nazi Germany. Don't interpret to be no Germany, cause kids, I might not live in YouTube anymore, and I want to stay. Anyways, the Poland make a massive commonwealth, And here, yeah, Greece collapses. There's gonna be Albanian rebels. There's gonna be Macedonian rebels. There's Bulgarian rebels. There's Turkish rebels everywhere. Everyone breaks away, and we're seeing the civil war of Greece. Greece was stable for so long, but every empire can't stand Poland. But what is this? Still, Poland. Poland deserves every single land it gets from here. Anyways, also, we're seeing Albania getting. Oh, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I put it at 1. Guys, never put it this on 1. Fuzziness, keep it at 0, bro. Do not dare. Do not even try to make the fuzziness anything more. Alright, the fuzziness will oof you. Anyway, bro.
Anyways, now to complete the build, I just gotta do some finishing touches, and what that means is I first filled it up with some cycled water and attached a filter on it. I've never used one of these filters before, but apparently it's pretty cool.
So let's come back, let's do this, let's get rid of that. What the hell? Oh yeah, there's capital cities and stuff. So yeah, the Albanian rebels do very good, and they capture a city right here. And while that's happening, the Macedonians also are rebelling, which are doing very well. And the Bulgarians are doing very well. The purple Bulgaria. Nah, we're keeping Bulgaria green, bro. Bulgaria literally just gobbles up all this land. Gobbles, like literally gobbles. Is the villain or the hero? We're getting hunted alive by the fandom gobbles. Absolute cinema. Anyways, Turkey also rebels. Turkey. Holy shit, what are you doing? Yeah, Greece gets cracked by Turkey, and let's see the rest of the video. Let's see the treaty. You're gonna see me live doing the treaty. So let's do the treaty. So yeah, there's gonna be Turkey who takes this. There's gonna be the massive Bulgarian Empire. There's the massive Bulgarian Empire. There's Macedonia, and there's Albania. So yeah, Greece, Ella get clapped by countries who you literally own. This is probably gonna be the start of Ottoman Empire, but yeah, there's gonna be some kingdoms by here. And there's gonna be the Kingdom of Serbs. There's the Kingdom of Serbs. There's Romania. There's Romania. Bulgaria takes over this. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Literally, bro, like, what the hell's going on, man? Like, what the hell, bro? Like, bro, Europe's now almost fully full. I mean, it's mostly full. W Poland, bro. Anyways, so yeah, let's see Europe. So they got like Shin, Monaco. Just Monaco. These are Swissy. Yeah. Also, there's Naples. Wanna see Naples? Wanna see Naples? Go out. I'm such a cool boy. Anyways, Rome hasn't expanded in like 2 quadrillion, bajillion crash out linear use.
Anyways, axolotls have so much cool stuff about them that I would need to cover
Crashing.
in this video, and I'll definitely be making more videos about this guy in the future.
This happens regularly.
Suggestions, comment them down below. Remember to check out the merch and get it while the sale lasts. Thanks for watching, and hit the video on the screen to watch it. This is the Peregrine headquarters.
So let's go back here. So yeah, Europe, what was I talking about again? Yeah, there's gonna be Naples, which goes, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? Naples, there's Sicily and bit of Corsica. There's most of Sicily and bit of Corsica. These guys literally kicked the Romans out. The Romans are kicked out of this island, which is just Corsica and these. There's Naples. There's Rome also does not stay long, but Rome is pretty strong until the Pope comes back. The Pope comes back, I think. And there's a little San Marino. San Marino never changes. So yeah, these guys did not stay. There's also the Naples' empire. Naples Empire. So yeah, Naples builds an empire off of Rome literally collapsing and losing so much land. As Rome hasn't really moved much, there's Rome is gonna be reduced to a northern state up here. And they're gonna make sure they get their revenge. You know what I mean? Anyways, Austria tries again. Poor Austria. Poor little Austria, bro. What did I do, man? Did he do me? Bro, Austria in here has a coastline, but he don't get to experience it. It hurts. It hurts. But there's one thing. France has to pay Britain. As France hasn't paid the Brits' debt in a very long time, the Franks have to lose land. The Franks have to lose a bit of land as they have not paid the taxes that Britain has. The debts. The Franks have bought a lot from Britain. So yeah. Shin. Yeah, Shin doesn't even have a reason to exist, but the Benelux don't exist, and I think they still exist, but Belgium doesn't exist, but the Dutch do exist. The Shins are just literally they're literally their own thing. They speak their own language, they do their own stuff. The Polish have built a massive empire that even reaches to Burkistan, bro. It went from Burkistan all the way to Warsaw. Imagine that, just Burkistan to Warsaw. That's just crazy, man. Bro, poor Russia. It doesn't even exist yet. Anyways, bye guys. This is gonna be the end of the video. Southeast Asia didn't get to do much, but next episode, which is episode 5, they will do so. So, no, Daddy!